your girl Unladylike Opinions, and I'm coming to you with a new review. And this one is for Life After Lockup, Season 3, Episode 46, Love at Second Inmate. I don't know why they keep going to like 46 episodes when this is supposed to be a new season. I really don't understand it. But this is a show that I love to watch. Don't ask me why. But no one likes to talk about it with me, so they just laugh at me when I talk about it. So I guess I'll discuss it with you guys. So the episode opens up with Amber and Puppy. And Amber is at a house that she been looking for Puppy. And she got this address from Puppy's mom to where Puppy is. So she and her other friend that was a inmate in jail with them went to Puppy's house because, Puppy is on probation and she doesn't supposed to get in any more trouble. So she hadn't been answering her phone ever since Amber dumped her. So they've been looking for her and they finally found her, went to the house, and some strange man answered the door. And Puppy come out and Puppy is like, girl, what you looking for me for? You dumped me. You shouldn't be worried about what I'm doing or whatever. Ain't you got a whole boyfriend? And I don't understand why, Amber is looking for Puppy because Amber is doing pretty good for herself. She's been out of jail for at least 2 years. She got her own apartment. She got a good job. She got her own car. And she's doing good. And Puppy is still on the same stuff. And she's using that Amber dumped her for her to keep doing bad things and probably end up back in jail. So I don't understand why Amber is still so concerned about Puppy. But, that ain't my business. But anyway, we have Shane and Lacey. Lacey works my everlasting nerves. I just want Lacey to stop getting fillers and Botox. Because Lacey lips are just as big as mine. I could have gave you some of mine if you wanted some black lips so bad, Lacey. I'm just saying. But anyway. Okay. They in the car, on their way to the beach. And of course, Lacey is complaining about going to the beach because it's, kind of cold. She says it's kind of cold and windy or whatever. And she was like, what's the point of going to the beach? And it's cold or whatever. But obviously, she's still sexually frustrated because her and Shane ain't getting it in like they normally do. So that's that on that. So Lacey's father and all the rest of the family come. But Lacey's father, sometimes Lacey's father, I be like, yeah, when he have Lacey back with certain stuff, especially with the guy John that she was with that was on all types of drugs, but she kept cheating on Shane. Well, she had both of them at the same time, but the Lacey father is really getting on my nerve now. Like, you had like your daughter some type of saint or something. I mean, I understand what he's trying to tell Shane or whatever, but Lacey had trouble when she gave birth to the last baby because it was supposed to be triplets, but then one baby survived. So Shane ended up having to quit his job so he could be at home with Lacey because she had a traumatic pregnancy and he had to be at home with her. So he's kind of like, I think Shane is like going through depression or something like that because he hadn't found another job or something. Well, of course, because he goes to the gym a lot, everybody thinks he's cheating or whatever. And she got her friends over there talking to her, and she telling her friends, how sexually frustrated she is and how much he goes to the gym and how he comes home and takes a shower right after the gym, which, if you're not thinking about it, may think, especially if he not doing it with you, like he come home, go straight in the shower, like you think like, oh, he ain't going to the gym, he going to get him some cutty from somebody else. That's how you may be thinking, but it is what it is. But her friends giving her horrible advice, telling her to go through his phone. Lacey, let me tell you, my grandma told me a long time ago, you go looking for it, you gonna find it. And I went looking for it one time and I found it. Never, ever, ever in my life would I ever do that again. And what did Lacey do? Go through that phone. Anything you can see will be like suspect to her. And it really wasn't like nothing but, it was an excuse for Lacey to run off and go to the bathroom and call John, who she been up and down with for the longest, who she wanted to get back with anyway. And she on the phone telling John how, she never should have married Shane. And John was like, that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. You let me go for him or whatever. And while she talking to John on the phone, her dad out there scolding Shane, telling him, you know, somebody else might pick up the slack if you ain't doing good. Dad, you know your daughter, you know doggone well, she got somebody waiting. I always got her a side piece ready or whatever. So that's it on Shane and Lacey. Deontay and Nicole. Every time Deontay come on, not like Deontay, but Deontay just, oh my God, he a dummy when it comes to these blonde hair, blue-eyed girls. I just want Deontay to just find him a good, nice black girl. Because obviously, or just a girl that ain't an inmate. You would think he would have learned his lesson when the first girl took him for everything he got and he had to move back home with his mama. His mama don't want him back over there with her. So she told him, you know, why would you go looking for another girl on the same website? At least the other girl gave you something. Nicole ain't gave you nothing. Make it make sense, Deontay. But anyway, he goes on this date that his friend hooked him up, a little blind date. And the girl seems nice. She don't look like she Deontay type. I mean, she's a nice girl, but not his type because she's like, no, you get it. So he took the girl out on this boat ride or whatever, and they having a conversation. And of course, all he thinking about the whole time is Nicole. This girl here got her own everything. Don't need you for nothing or whatever. And you sitting here thinking about jailbait Nicole. Whatever, Deontay. So the girl asked him, like, you seem like a nice guy. You seem like you got yourself together. Why are you single? And well, he asked her first, why was she single? And she said, you know, last person she was with basically used her. She was like a rebound. He used her to get over somebody else. Well, girl, you sitting right next to the person that's doing the same thing again. So, yeah. So she asked Deontay, like, why are you single? And he said he don't usually date girls that don't have a criminal record. Every girl he done dated been in jail. And when I tell you, I holler. Talking about he don't want to spoil the date talking about his ex, but the whole time that's the only person you over there thinking about is your ex. And oh girl, like feeling Deontay. I mean, she straight flirting, like laying it on thick. I was like, girl, oh my God. And he over here still thinking about an old scammer in his head and whatever. Deontay, he stuck on Nicole. So he takes his tail over to Nicole's house because she ain't been answering her phone or her text. I mean, y'all broke up. You told her she wanted to be in a relationship with more than one person. He went for it. So why would she answer the phone why would you keep calling her? I understand but don't understand at the same time. Like some stuff just simple math. But okay, he come over, he pop up over there. But he get a phone call from a bill collector. Obviously, he's in debt. And he was like, why? They asked him, why are you in debt? Nicole, duh. Ooh. He pops up at Nicole's house. And Nicole mama hollers out, you know, I'm back here. So he comes to the back. And I thought he was coming to pop up for Nicole. But he popping up so he could talk to Nicole mama to get Nicole mama to talk to Nicole to give him another chance. And he's basically saying how she used him and he never got to have sex. So Nicole mama took that as, you know, all you wanted from my daughter was to have sex. When Nicole mama already know, Nicole mama other episodes ago got on her because, you know, she was like, you using him and then you know, it's not right for you to use him like that. And then you're not, you know, you go have sex with somebody else, but you getting all the money and, you know, products and everything else from Deontay. And she was like, you know, that's not right or whatever. And right now, you know, of course, she's sticking up for her daughter or whatever, because I think, if I can remember correctly, I don't think she was in her daughter's life like Tom about. So that I think her mom was in some type of trouble once before too. I'm not sure. I can't remember correctly. But she tossed him out, told him he had to leave. And when she go in the house, Nicole's coming out the kitchen, where she mysteriously wakes up as soon as Deontay leave, and she come in the kitchen talking about, you gonna cook me something to eat. And her mom was like, it's a bowl of cereal and some milk in there, have at it. And so Nicole seemed like a little spoiled brat, or want to be a little spoiled brat, doesn't want to work hard for nothing or whatever. So her mama tells her that Deontay popped over, and she basically tells her that Deontay felt like she owed him 6, and she think that Deontay was manipulating her to get her to get Nicole to talk to him. And she was like, asked her when was Tia coming. Tia is the girl that basically she was with in jail, but ended up getting with her while she was with Deontay. So when Deontay cut her loose, her and Tia, I guess, still going. So she said Tia be here later. So later comes and Tia pops up, and Nicole basically tells Tia what happened with Deontay or whatever, and she said that's not cool, and she would basically whoop Deontay if she thought she wasn't gonna go back to jail. Tia. Now, Deontay a little weird, but I don't think you want to play with Deontay. Them be the ones you got to watch out for or whatever. So, you might need to leave that alone. So, Nicole says she has an interview at this tanning place or whatever. And Tia was like, yeah, because, we need you need a job or whatever. And I'm like, oh, y'all was gonna ride Deontay coattail. That's why Tia wasn't too mad with her fooling with Deontay, because Deontay was spitting their bread and they ain't really had to do nothing. So now she ain't got Deontay, she need to get her own or whatever. So they walk out to her room trying to pick out outfits or whatever, and Nicole says in her confessional that she's missing Deontay. We all know Nicole is missing Deontay money. She ain't think about no Deontay. So her and Tia make out or whatever, and that's the end of them. So now we have Sean and Sarah. Sean got about 1 trillion kids, but he always online searching for these inmates, which I never understand. Like the last girl he was with took him for everything. Well, not based. Well, she did take him for everything and was real mean and hateful to him. And she ended up going back to jail. So now he talking to, well, he been talking to both of them at the same time, kind of find out. So he had Sarah now. But Sarah is holding some type of secret. And Sarah just acting real weird. And ever since he got her the phone, that's all she doing is texting somebody on the phone or whatever. So Sarah comes out with her secret when they end up sitting down eating pizza or whatever. And she tell him that she has a 6-year-old daughter. And he was like, you know, why would you lie to me about that? I asked you, did you have kids? And she said she didn't. And she was like, you know, that's something, like she got pregnant and ended up having a baby and going to jail. So the baby was like 6 months when she went to prison. So basically the baby's 6 now, so she been in prison for a long time. So her mom been raising the baby while she been in prison. So he telling her, why would you lie about something like that, when he is lying to her about how many kids he got. But her reason was she didn't think he was going to go this far. So she told him she ain't have no kids. Basically, she don't, because her mama raised them. But, you know, I get it. Or whatever. So they riding in the car. And she telling him where to drop her off at or whatever. Because she was like, she don't feel comfortable having sex with him because Sean want to go on the side of the road and get it on. And she was like, no, I ain't feeling it. I don't know you like that or whatever. I'm not comfortable with having sex. I haven't had sex with a man in a long time, whatever. Well, no, she said I haven't had sex sober in a long time. I only had sex high. And I'm like, damn. Like, ooh. I was like, wait a minute. So, she tells him to drop her off in this parking lot and leave because she don't want him following her or want him to know where her mom stays. She was like, she know he'll probably try to follow her, which I think he would. And so he's like, I'm not just gonna leave you. She was like, yes, you are. So he pulls up to the parking lot. Her mom's already there. She getting, well, I guess it's her mom. We never saw who it was in the car. So she gets in the car and she said, you better not follow me. And when she get in the car, what he does? Pull right behind her. Baby, Sarah a little firecracker. And Sean met his match again. So Sarah jumps out the car and was like, what are you doing, psycho? Why are you following me? And he was like, this is the way out. She says, another way out on the other. Okay, so Sarah was like, don't follow me. She didn't want him to follow her or whatever. But, of course, she tells him, like, why are you going this way? It's a way to go that way. And, of course, Sean was like, I want to go this way. She was like, go that way. And he goes that way. And Sarah ain't to be played with. And so he leaves. But she tells him she loved him after she done cussed him out and called him psycho. But he tell he love us back or whatever. And then, we get to John and Christiana. And they are basically taking, he surprised her with a photo shoot as Bonnie and Clyde. John and Christiana are weird. Like, literally. And John and Christiana relationship is, I think Christiana was in a halfway house, and I think she had started back using drugs, and she kind of like stopped talking to John because she was afraid to tell him that she had started back using drugs. And during that time, John and Christiana's sister had got close, and they were like flirting and all that. And I think I remember Christiana's sister kissed him or something. I'm not sure, but Christiana's sister was doing it as payback because Christiana slept with her sister baby daddy. Just trailer park trash. I ain't gonna put a race on it because it's just trailer park trash. I wish my sisters would, which I know they wouldn't, but and so they're doing a photo shoot because he wanted to repropose to her because, when they first got married, they got married when she was straight out of jail. He literally just picked her up and had the back of his truck decorated and they got married or whatever. So, John and Christiana is a weird couple. And I really don't know why they on this show, but, I guess they got to keep it going. But, that's it on that, you guys. I'm sorry my camera cut out. I got to give me another camera or whatever because I'm basically using my iPhone. So, I will get with you guys later. I will have more content coming. I just got to put the pen to the paper and get my thoughts out so I can have my talking points to just be try to be more natural with it or whatever. Just bear with me getting it together, and I will talk to you guys later. Oh, but before I leave, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share me. Thank you. Goodbye.